Bold start. Joe Bowen's voice isn't just announcing hockey, it's become a heartbeat of Leafs Nation, and now it gets a lasting tribute. Here's a fresh, expanded take on a storied moment that honors a career built on decades of memorable calls and genuine passion. The Toronto Maple Leafs are honoring their longtime game caller, Joe Bowen, who has spent more than 44 years with the franchise and will retire after the 2025-26 season. He has called more than 3,000 games, the most in Leafs broadcasting history, cementing his place as a defining voice for generations of fans. Bowen, widely known as the voice of the Maple Leafs, expressed a deep lifelong connection to sports teams he admires, Notre Dame, the Toronto Argonauts, and Green Bay Packers, of which he is an owner. Yet, he makes one thing crystal clear: his true love is the Maple Leafs, both as a fan and, for the past 44 years, as the broadcaster who brings their moments to life. To mark this milestone, Toronto hosted a special Holy Mackinaw Night during the December 16 game against the Chicago Blackhawks. The event featured pre-game tributes, a ceremonial puck drop with Bowen at age 74, and in-game segments honoring his illustrious tenure. Bowen was visibly moved during the pre-game ceremonies, which included the presentation of a golden commemorative microphone. The organization also announced that, after Bowen retires, the radio booth in Scotiabank Arena's media gondola will be named Bowen's Booth. Fans in attendance received tribute t-shirts and had the chance to meet the broadcaster beforehand. Brad Treliving, the Leafs general manager, praised Bowen, saying, "Nobody represents the passion of Leafs Nation better than Joe Bowen, and his signature voice has been the soundtrack for so many iconic moments for the team over the past 44 years." Earlier on the same Tuesday, the team held a dressing room ceremony for Bowen, gifting him a family vacation to attend a future Notre Dame football game, underscoring the intertwined themes of sport, family, and memory that define his career. Before the game, several players shared how Bowen's broadcasts shaped their own journeys. Leafs center Bobby McMahon recalled listening to Bowen on the radio during dad and son commutes when he couldn't watch the game, noting that Bowen's voice helped make those rides special. McMahon also spoke about the personal keepsake he earned, a Holy Mackinaw t-shirt he'll treasure for telling his kids that he heard Joe Bowen say his name when he scored. Forward Max Domi, referencing the famous call Bowen made when Matt Sundin scored against Carolina while Domi's father, Ty Domi, played for the Leafs, described feeling goosebumps when that moment is replayed. Bowen's legacy was formally recognized in 2018 when he received the Foster Hewitt Memorial Award from the Hockey Hall of Fame for outstanding contributions to broadcasting. In an October interview with CTV News Toronto, Bowen explained that his signature phrase, "Holy Mackinaw," draws from memories of watching games with his father. The phrase came to life when former Leafs goalie Johnny Bower made a spectacular save, a moment his dad would celebrate with that distinctive exclamation. The game chosen to honor Bowen, the December 16 matchup against Chicago, was fitting given that the first game Bowen ever called for Toronto was against the Blackhawks in October 1982, as noted by Leafs executive leadership. This tribute not only honors a celebrated broadcaster but also invites fans to reflect on how a single voice can define a team's identity for decades. What are your favorite Joe Bowen calls, and how have they shaped your connection to the Maple Leafs? Do you agree that the radio booth deserves a lasting name like Bowen's Booth, or would you prefer a broader tribute that encompasses the entire broadcast team? Share your thoughts in the comments and tell us where Bowen's voice stands in the pantheon of hockey greats.